It's going to be a fun matchup to watch. Curious to see how well Raven can do on this gyrocopter. Of course, he's played the hero many, many times.
Whereas Armel is going to be forced to really maximize his bottle charges.
Bot lane, a Bishop block there onto Whiteman, but Raven is there to protect his pulse 5. Top lane, March actually ends up killing off Zephyr.
This time around, they only find 2, as Tims was prepared for that.
It is fairly tricky to find farm in this triangle with Tims just maintaining his presence. He's finding the EXP to soak. Raven not going to be too happy about that, but again, they commit to their TPs. It's going to be left alone up here for a while.
Raven's going to chase him down though, homing missile to follow up. Nice Fisher though, actually blocking in Raven. He will not have enough damage, but Cuckoo will. Tims, he is down at the bot lane, but so is Armel, and that's the real target. Wyman has the Fiend's Grip, goes for the Nightmare first. They don't see Tims, but Doom is there. Cuckoo has found him. That means Armel will die, and Tims will probably also die, but Gabby has Chrono, not committing quite yet. Egg will come out from March. Fiend's Grip is there from Whiteman, but KP will take care of that, and now the Chrono comes out, catching 2 heroes in there. Is it enough? Zephyr will die on the Mirana. Now a full-scale team fight breaking out. Raven comes in with the call down, but they are not winning this team fight. Geek Fam, I believe, might need to retreat. In fact, no, they still want to go after KP, who is starting to fall low. March just dancing around this team fight, now trying to run away as well, and Geek Fam is indeed winning this team fight. As KP has run out of mana and HP, Dragon Tail is there, and Raven, or rather Carl, will get the kill. Bottom lane, Armel is by himself. Zephyr pops the Moonlight. Armel did see them for a second, but the Dragon Tail is going to be there. Into the arrow, and Armel does still have Tims there to help out, but I think they have enough. He does use up, should still be dead, and does go down to Carl, and now poor old Tims is going to try and make a run for it, but Carl again has another stun, and that means Tims is going to die. A double kill now going out to Carl.
And it doesn't look like Geek Fam has too much vision there, although there are pings flying out. You should make their way there if they want to contest this.
Well, it seems like a bit of a desperation play from TNC. Like, there's just nothing else they can do, so just go for the Roshan play. The thing is, it's going to work if nothing happens here from Geek Fam. I believe they're trying to smoke up, but it might be too late. The Roshan's already so darn low. How are they going to make it in time? Just 1k HP left, still very, very close now. Cuckoo, can you make it? No. He had the blink, the arrow came through, the Aegis is there on Gabby, but they're going to go in anyway. Carl gets started on KP. Call down is very, very nice, onto 3 heroes. Gabby in the middle of all this, holding Chrono for now. Zephyr in the back, trying to go on to Tims, get rid of that Earthshaker. Now the Doom comes out on KP. Egg being dropped by March, but the Chrono will protect that. They will go on to the DK. LSA lands as well. March now out of the Egg, will turn around, but a Fiend's Grip is there now from Whiteman onto Armel. Armel, though, gets away as Tims did cancel the Fiend's Grip, and Raven needs to run. But he will go after KP. They really want that Necrophos kill, but KP is somehow still alive. Cuckoo is dying here on the Doom, and they have left the Necrophos alone now. He is not going anywhere. And TNC almost have a full team wipe on their hands. Just one more, and it looks like they are going to get it. Raven's been caught out by the stun. He'll try to turn around and fight back. Armel is very close to dying, but the bashes are flying out, and nobody will die on the side of TNC. They will all walk out together.
TNC, they've got a pretty good bounce here. They look at Gabby. He's saving up for the MKB straight up. Although Carl...
Yeah, he finds March. Nice easy kill on the Phoenix. But now Armel, that's a much bigger kill. Great Nightmare setup. KP trying to help out. Tims jumps in. Doesn't have the Echo though, but a great Fisher. Now they'll try to turn it. Cuckoo. It's going to be healthy. Reaper's Scythe thrown out very, very early on onto Cuckoo. Carl is still trying to go here onto the Earthshaker. Tims should die, and does. Now Tim's trying to run. Or rather, Gabby's trying to run. But he does get Dragon Tailed up. Of course, he does still have the Aegis and BKB. He will choose to use his BKB. They want March. And they will jump in. Cuckoo, of course, with the stop. Immediate rotations here from Tims, but he gets Nightmared up, and now the Moonlight Tims, he's been left alone. They may not realize it, but he is up there alone right now. I think Cuckoo might. And yeah, he does. He chases him down, gets another stun off, and now there will be some follow-up. Tims has no way out of this situation. he will die once again.
KB still just holding that high ground. Carl blinking in, not finding a target yet, but does eventually get the Necrophos with the arrow as well. KB getting bursts down, but there's the egg being dropped now. Call down as well. They're just focusing on that egg, and March will eventually die. Now Armel's been caught by the Fiend's grip. He will also die. And unfortunately for them as well, Gabby was doomed up that whole time. He couldn't chrono.
TNC, they've done it a couple of times. They need a lot more. Still, Geek Fam, they're gonna close in.
Oh, they're coming. Carl, he goes straight onto Tim's. The arrow connects as well. There's your Echo Slam gone. And now TNC, they just want to run. They are trying. March in trouble. Carl trying to get him before the egg goes off. He does get it as well, Gabby. He can't chrono in time. Now the Fiend's grip as well. Whiteman, he just catches the void. Gabby will die. KP is trying to run. He will also go down. He's going to run out. He feels like something's wrong. They do scan out. They do realize they're there. Carl will jump in straight onto KB, but Gabby will throw out the chrono this time. There's a call down coming through. Cuckoo as well. Who does he doom? No one yet. He still holds out on it, but March is dead. And now with that, Gabby has been doomed up and they are melting under all the assault that is coming out from Geek Fam. Armel is trying to run. It does not matter. Just take the chrono. Don't think about it. Just take it for now. We're too far behind to think about getting those big chronos, but it's definitely not the DK that you want. And now Carl gonna start pushing in those tier 4 towers.
TNC did find that kill.
Jump in on to KP. Arrow flying through. Doesn't land on KP, but he is still in big trouble. They go on. Echo Slam is there from Tim's, but Reaper's Scythe, and now I've disconnected. Oh, Dota 2.
Raven turns around. Nightmares on to Gabby. He's forced to BKB. Raven still not scared. Still has the Aegis. They do force the buyback out from Carl.
Jump into KP. He just bought back. Arrow gonna be there. He's taking so much damage. They just can't stop it. Raven takes him out, and now Cuckoo just jumps in the middle of everything. The flak cannon destroying the side of TNC. They will buy back as many times as they can, but it may not matter. The Ancient is exposed. They do fortify, but the GG has been called by TNC. Geek Fam made it look easy, John. They really did.
That they did. It's a great showing from Geek Fam for their first game.
Our second game of this best of 2 between Geek Fam and TNC Predator. Cuckoo, top lane. In trouble. Gabby goes back in with the Earth Shock. Doesn't finish off the job yet, but March is trying. March will find the first blood onto Cuckoo. Be back on the Phoenix, as he has been pretty much the whole time. But they do put him on the BH instead. Speaking of March, he's going up against Zephyr right now. Janata strike there. Arrow connects. He's underneath the sentry. March!
Ooh.
And again, we're going to see this happen. They'll just fight like men. Zephyr will eventually leap away. Gabby trying to go onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo gonna go down, it looks like. And Armel comes in, cleans up Zephyr. Cuckoo does die. Gabby, give him the tip. There you go.
Kills, and you can see Armel starting to apply that pressure on Carl. Carl?
Yeah, Sunray gonna burn him down quite a lot. It will force out 2 rotations here, but Geek Fam are still gonna lose that mid Kunka. Now Whiteman gonna come in. March gonna try and run away from this. Starfall arrow doesn't land. Eventually he will be able to walk away, but they don't kill anyone. March gonna scout out Whiteman behind that tier 1 tower. Tim's gonna start acting very aggressively in that mid lane, but Carl will go for an X into the torrent. All does connect, but Carl, he really wants that Invis rune, and now Zephyr does land an arrow, but KP is gonna be there to purge that stun off. Who else have they found? They did spot out March, I believe, on that bounty hunter, and he will die. Ultimately, Geek Fam looks like they're not gonna really be able to defend this. Carl will continue to try and just lag this this push out. Meanwhile, top lane, there's a bit of a chase going on right now for March. Hoof Stomp will land with an arrow out from Zephyr, and that will mean March is going to die. And now mid lane, they jump in once again. Gabby trying to go on Whiteman, but there will be a stampede out. KP does have Jewel up again. They will find the tier 1 tower. Still doing a lot of damage to that tier 2 tower. The question is, can they kill him? Oh, arrow. Perfect from Zephyr, but it's purged off again by KP. Now Wolf Form is out. KP going to take a substantial amount of damage from those units if he's not too careful. They'll go on to Zephyr first. He's the easiest target. Jewel will be there, but Hoofstomp out from Cuckoo eventually does get there. Now, just the control coming out. Egg is in the middle of all this. Geek Fam want to back out. And it looks like Cuckoo is probably going to die. Armel also finding Zephyr on the Mirana. KP just going to run up to the Radiant Triangle. Trying to take that bounty room, but Cuckoo is waiting with a Hoofstomp. Does get the bounty for himself and wants to run out of there as KP is now chasing for a duel attempt. He'll be in range. He does commit. Armel there with the double damage as well. Do they have enough damage? They definitely do.
Yeah, he's been trying to focus on those objectives. It's just, again, we're at 16 minutes in. It's still pretty fresh map, although Tim's...
He just Icarus dives away in time. Now turns around as he's got some TPs in. They stampede and get everyone out, but March will scout out Raven. Meanwhile, mid lane, Armel has a boat coming on towards him. Raven is going to be there as well, but Egg has been dropped. It's not going to be good enough. They are going to lose Armel, and they will also lose Tims with the Egg. And TNC, they want to try and defend this T1 mid tower, and it looks like Geek Fam will back off anyway. Tims is going to be there on the Phoenix, but Arrow is flying out. It will not connect. Now the Stampede mid lane. They have gone. There is a duel onto Cuckoo. Sonic Wave as well, but it will not be enough. They continue chasing Cuckoo. Hoofstomp, but he is going to die to KP. It's like Geek Fam are going to try for that mid-tier 1 again. This time around, they should get it, but... Oh, Arrow flying into KP with the Torrent. Sunray going to be there to help out from Tims, but they just blow him up again. Basher is up as the smoke is coming in. Warform, they have the vision. Gabby pops the... Well, he's in trouble, actually. He didn't pop in rage. Will be controlled. Now the press the attack comes out. He does pop the BKB. KP going to back off for a little bit, and now with those overwhelming odds, may turn around, but he's going to cop a fair bit of damage here from Geek Fam. They are willing to fight. KP about to drop, though. The Egg is now out from Tims. Cuckoo falling low. Zephyr falls even lower, and Whiteman also goes down. Armel just cleaning him up. Raven now going to go for a TP attempt. Do they have the damage? Ooh. No. He will indeed get out, but Carl, he'll be fine. He does TP. This has given a lot of time for Gabby. He does have the full Abyssal up now. Cuckoo jumps in, misses the stun on March, but they have the Purge there, so March will die. Now the Stampede, they want to get away from this, though Egg Jewel is going to be there. They caught out the Lycan. That's the big one that they wanted. And Raven will die. In the bot lane, Tims may get caught out here. Moonlight Shadow will be there. Raven going to close the gap. Hoofstomp out, and the Phoenix is going to die. March could break the smoke if they get close enough, but it looks like they have spotted out KP, so they'll rush on towards that LC, but now Gabby will jump straight onto that Ogre. Whiteman will die, boats will fly in. KP does go down to the LC, but can they control the Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear? Cuckoo is still in trouble. March does die on the bounty. Cuckoo will go down on the Centaur, and now Armel going after Carl. He'll be forced to BKB up and just TP away. KP had Jewel but couldn't get it off in time. Well, Moonlight Shadow out from Geek Fam now. They know something's up. They're going to run straight into each other. Gabby, who do you want to jump first? He is going to go onto Carl. They want the Kunkka, but a double Torrent into a double boat, it looks like. Still, they will lose KP straight away. Gabby still has not found a target. He's being kited around right now. Armel forced to blink out of there. Raven on top of March. They will kill off the bounty. Now Gabby is surrounded, but they finally use the Egg. But Gabby, he just dies. Now the Sonic Wave trying to protect the Egg. It won't be good enough. It's going to be a full team wipeout for Geek Fam. They want a high priority target first. Someone like Armel would be great. The Roshan has begun, but only just barely. They'll get started. Gabby jumps in. He does go onto Cuckoo. Now jumping in onto the Ogre. Whiteman surviving a great Sonic Wave, though, Armel. He found so many heroes in that. And now the Egg drops. KP gets a Jewel off on the Kunkka. Carl is locked in. He's going to get stunned up as well and should just be dead here. But look at Raven. Raven's doing what's important, John. He's taking objectives.
They're actually going to go for it.
Kind of have to. This Roche could just decide who wins the game. There is an Ags upgrade as well as a refresher shard on there as well. course, TNC are well aware that this is happening, so they're going to dive in, but Carl will throw a boat out straight away onto KP. So many pixels flying across the screen, but KP is going to die. Now, the buyback is immediate, but they have caught out another in the form of March. Now the Ursa going to be in trouble. Gabby, he will pop his own BKB, going after Carl, but he is so tanky on that Kunkka. Gabby can't deal with him right now. Mel with the Sonic Wave, pushing them back. He needs to blink out, and do not tell me I've disconnected. Oh my god.
Tims is coming in. Doesn't get the egg off. Aeon Disc does pop. He's being controlled up. Yule's up in the air. They're jumping in. They jump onto Whitemon. Abyssal's up. Disarms there. Duel onto Carl. And he's taken out. 2 heroes down from Geek Fam and TNC. That should allow them to go into the Baroche.
Oh god damn these servers. Buybacks to get back into this team fight.
Having that Ags upgrade, it just becomes that much more difficult. Another thing
KP
as well is...
has
KP.
found a jewel. He did find the Lycan. Gabby's there as well. They should have the damage here. And no, Abyssal is out from the Lycan. Raven trying to make a run for it. Another Abyssal coming out. Still running. Raven, can you get out of this? He has wolf form, but I doubt he survives. And no, he does not.
There's that machine gun coming out.
There it is. It is attacking past that tower. My god. Gabby's going to try and fight back, but they have the Heaven's Halberd. He can't attack. X is there. KP jumps in, gets the jewel off. Now the egg is there as well. Well, the egg looks like it's going to go all the way down. Carl throws the boat out in time. It does hit 3 heroes now. It's the boat fleet. It's going to hit 4 heroes. Sonic Wave as well. Is it enough though? Geek Fam is still surviving, but no, they finally take out the Kunkka. He will buy back with the Lycan. And Raven and Carl are coming back in. Cuckoo does get the Aegis off the Legion Commander. Now arrows flying out. Looks like they have controlled up Gabby, but Gabby is still trying to run away. Mel falling low as well. He will fear them back. Gabby trying to man fight. He does go down. Now KP will also be chased down on this Legion Commander, and he will also die. It's 1k HP right now. X is back Mel. Raven going to jump in there. This mid-rack's in trouble. Nice hoof stop in from Cuckoo. Armel falling very, very low. Still will survive. And now the jump in from Gabby. Trying to go onto Raven. That Lycan's in trouble, but they force-staff him out of there. He gets out. Now the boat fleet coming in. The egg from Tims to save March on the bounty, though. And now Carl's going to be in trouble. Gabby trying to hit away onto this Kunkka. He's just so tanky, but it looks like he will finally go down. There's no buyback available on Carl. Rush. It's a 4v5. They're going to take that full advantage. The Heaven's Halberd, arrow, does connect onto Gabby. Mel getting stunned up as well. Now Cuckoo comes in with the double stomp. Wait to see if he pops it. He's holding on to see if they commit, and now the jewel comes out. They are going to get Cuckoo on that Centaur. No buyback on him either. Zephyr going to move forward. They are going to take a big team fight. Sonic Wave Mel. He does get Zephyr. The buyback's immediate, but Whiteman, he will die back on the Ogre. Now the arrow's flying out, but they got the silence on the Mirana. Zephyr, he does use up, but it looks like he is going to be surrounded and he will die. And I believe that is GG. There it is.
A lot of back and forth there, but TNC manages to draw out the series. Fantastic showing from both sides.